Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate how working on just one muscle on the side of the neck can help to relieve, help to drain lymph, and it can help to relieve pain across the head, behind the eyes, in the ears. You can feel like you have earache, and it can also refer pain into the teeth. So this muscle, if there are knots of tension in there, it can make it feel like you have headaches, particularly behind the eyes, earache and toothache, as I've just said. And so I work on this muscle with every jaw therapy client, and this muscle is essential to help clear lymph from the head and the neck. So the muscle is the SCM, it's the Sternocleidomastoid muscle. It's this one here. It originates up here behind the ears at the bottom of the head, and it wraps its way around here to the clavicle and the sternum. So a few things: please work really gently on this muscle. If you feel a pulse under your fingers, don't press hard. There are some main arteries that work through this muscle, so obviously you do not want to restrict blood flow. And it's also, although it's a really strong muscle, it's helping to hold the head up, it's really delicate, so just take it really gently, okay? And so to access it like easily, you're going to drop your ear towards the shoulder like this. Before you do that, let's open up the lymphatic pathways here. So we always want to start with just above and below the collarbone to open up and allow some space for that lymph to drain. So in this triangle here, gently pull towards the center of the body, and then just below the clavicle, you can just do some gentle circles like that. Then I would go in front and behind the ears. This is all to stimulate the lymph nodes, again, just to help the lymph drain more easily. And then you're going to work on the muscle. So drop the ear towards the shoulder, and then with the opposite hand, I usually just grip that muscle really, really gently, and just like wiggle it about a little bit. Pull it from side to side. I usually do this just to loosen up the muscle first, and then I'll go back in. Up here, you might find that it's quite like dense. That's okay. Just work really gently. And what I'm doing is I'm just gripping the muscle, and I'm basically just almost like breadcrumbing the muscle to help disturb any patterns of any of those knots in the muscle. And this is particularly to help relieve those headaches and the earache and toothache. As we do this, we're helping to move the lymph along this muscle as we do, and that's going to drain all of the lymph from the head and face, drains down here. So don't spend too long on this because you want to be really gentle. Make sure you don't cause any pain. If you feel a pulse under your finger, just move your grip. Like this. And then I would just stimulate through this triangle again, around the clavicle. Another little go in front of it, behind the ears, and then actually with a flat hand, just circle like this. And that's going to help to move the lymph along. You don't need to take long. You could do this in the morning or the evening. You've already got your hands on your face, you're already applying moisturiser or serum or oil or whatever is part of your routine. So when you do, just give this muscle a little bit of TLC and send me a message if you feel like anything's unclear or if you'd like some help. Thank you.